What's going on, people? It's your man the White Bee once again. So this is kind of mad. Still, that's what this is right here, man. Oh my god. So you know when Chris Eubank Senior turned up to the fight, and it was put out there. I think Ring Magazine themselves put it out, saying something along the lines of, in fact they did. Ring Magazine put out, which is Turkey, essentially they outed him that Turkey paid Chris Eubank Senior to be there. Maybe actually Chris Eubank Senior paid to be at fight. Ring Magazine. Let's see how good this AI rubbish is. Oh. Rubbish. But I did see it. I'm telling you, I saw it. Anyway, whatever. The point is, it was alleged that Chris Senior got paid, right? And this is a funny thing. Senior just hopped on Talk Sport, yeah, and he made a right clown of himself. I've never seen someone lie so hard in my life, man. The worst liar going, man. But I'll bring you back to the start of where this originated, why it's been brought up again. So Nigel Benn outs. He says, "Oh, busted. Senior got paid $250 large to be there." Alright, I'll play that clip first and then we'll get to the Eubank Senior reaction. He sound like Bugs Bunny. Daffy Duck Bugs Bunny sounding ass old head, man. That's how he sound. I'm gonna tell the truth right now. That's what I'm gonna do to the masses.
He was already there and we were talking to his dad.
So the support structure is fit for purpose. Can I ask you another question?
Yes.
When you were sat in the dressing room with Connor and the screen flicks to his dad getting out of the car, did it get right on your tits? In terms of him stealing all the attention?
Yeah, but you know...
Nicked it, sucked it out of the room for you lot.
Yeah, $250,000. But anyway, that's another story. But the difference is, but I'm glad that he was there. Oh my gosh.
You're like, look what he's done. He's taken all the energy.
Oh yeah, look at me. I'm here. Yeah. I've arrived. Arrived. But but that's Chris.
Did you know he was going to be there?
No, of course not. Of course not. But you knew deep down he's going to be there.
Did you think he'd be there? You had in the back of your mind.
Of course, he's got to be. How
Couldn't
can
miss
you
it.
not be there supporting your son? In the way that he got out, you see, he was more interested. Yeah, stay there, Chris Jr. The cameras are on me.
Did it make for a better event, Nigel?
Yeah, of course it was. The crowd erupted, so I thought, yeah, well done, Chris. Well done.
See, this is what you missed on the night, Mr. Jordan. It was sensational. How are we ever going to get this through to him?
No.
Oh my gosh, give me your hand.
I didn't go. I said I'm consistent.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not like him over there who come in an hour's time flip flopping around saying I'm not going to go. There's a dangerous fight. I should never be there. Everyone should ban it, and then goes for $250,000, like you say.
Nigel, let me ask you this: going through what you did as a fighter.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where it first gets rolled out, and then Eubank Senior swaggers in. I think he starts off this thing. He goes on his little rant where he's talking about. Let me see if I can find that first. That's worth listening to. It's not the point, but it's worth listening to.
Grandpa,
extraordinary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, very good.
Good news again, is it?
Yep.
Today night. It's Nigel.
May I express something that is really true to me? May I?
Please do.
Yes, I'm Christopher Livingston Eubank. Thank you for inviting me on. Truly, I want to say to you that I am neither ego nor reason. I'm neither mind nor thought. I cannot be heard or cast into thought, nor by sight or smell ever caught. In light and wind I am not found, nor yet in earth and sky. Consciousness and joy incarnate, bliss of the blissful am I. I have no name, I have no life, I breathe no vital air. No elements have moulded me, no bodily sheath is my lair. I have no speech, no hands, no feet, no means of evolution. Consciousness and joy am I, and bliss in disillusion. I cast aside.
Man. I don't know where they find these guys at, man. I really don't know. I can't. Your ego must be absolutely massive. And we have to say fair play. It did enable him to be a good fighter. But this is something else, man. It's getting up there and writing a little poem. Anyway, let's get back to the point. Crazy, man. Let's get back to the point, man. Alright, here we go. Here's where Chris Senior reacts to the allegations of $250 large being bank transferred.
Fight happens. I really didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
But I was there.
Where you turned up.
Yes.
Were you paid to turn up?
But paid. You can't buy me. I don't work that way.
But were you paid?
Nigel suggested
So
that you were paid.
so hold on. So Simon has come in there and he's actually now he wants to press the point. I was not paid a penny, and I didn't take a penny. I was offered money. I would never take a money. You know why? You know why? Because integrity doesn't work that way. That's why I'm done, Gorgon. That's why I am trusted. That's why I am loved. Why? Because I am true.
Nigel Benn told us you got $250,000 to turn up for the fight.
I wouldn't say that he is. I would have to say he's mistaken. If someone told him that, then they're lying to him. Now,
What were you offered?
what was I offered? Okay, let me see. Nothing. Nothing, because
He just said earlier, he said, I was offered, but I didn't take it. Now he said, well, let me see. How much were you offered? So he starts off saying, I was offered. I'll replay it in a second, but take my word for it. He says, I was offered. And then he goes on. And then Simon, the other one, the other jobber, the other disc jockey says, how much was you offered? I wasn't offered. This is diabolical. Let me go back to the bit where he says I was offered.
why? Because I am true.
Nigel Benn told us you got $250,000 to turn up for the fight.
I wouldn't say that he is. I would have to say he's mistaken. If someone told him that, then they're lying to him. Now,
What were you offered?
what was I offered? Okay, let me see.
Wait a minute, I was with Mr.
No, why? But paid. You can't buy me. I don't work that way.
But were you paid?
Nigel suggested you turned up.
Yes.
Were you paid to turn up?
But paid. You can't buy me. I don't work that way.
But were you paid?
Nigel suggested
So
that
let
you
me.
were paid.
So hold on. So Simon has come in there and he's actually now he wants to press the point. I was not paid a penny, and I didn't take a penny. I was offered money. I would never take a money. You know why?
I was offered, but I'd never take it. Let's see what happens about a minute later. Because I'm confused here. Something for me ain't really adding up.
Ben told us you got $250,000 to turn up for the fight.
I wouldn't say that he is. I would have to say he's mistaken. If someone told him that, then they're lying to him. Now,
What were you offered?
what was I offered? Okay, let me see.
Let me see.
Nothing.
I don't get that bit there, though.
We cannot wait for this.
like-
Chris Eubank.
I don't understand that bit there. I was offered. What was I offered? Let me see. What do you mean? Bearing in mind, we know he then goes on to say I wasn't offered. If someone hadn't offered me something, it wouldn't be a... What do you have to think about? Right? Nigel, and I get it, listen. Eggy Hearn, the narrative has been... And if I was Eggy Hearn, I'd put that narrative out too. Oh yeah, they had to pay him. So I get it. It could be a lie from Nigel Benn. Where it gets fishy is that he said he was offered, and then he had to think for about 10 seconds about whether or not he was offered. He could have just said, yeah, I was offered, but I said no. Is that changing? He took the money. Is the bottom line, man. He took the money, man. Listen, I'd take the money too, but then again, I think Chris Senior would have been smarter. I'd have come out like this. Listen, man. Yeah, I hit a lick on that oil shmoney. Oops. Yeah, I was always going to be there, but I thought I might as well get paid for it, right? Of course I was going to be there for my son anyway, but if I can hit a little coup on the oil dons, that's what I'm fixing to do. On the tile heads. Bosh. He didn't. He actually took the only way he'd have been there was for the shmoney. Bottom line is my base case, man. Because he ain't got no bars like that. If he was running a little, you know what I'm saying? If he was plotting up, maybe he wouldn't say the plot, but still, I don't know. Either way, he capping somewhere. He took the money, my base case. If I had to bet, he took the money, for sure. That's what he did, and I'm not sure he'd have been there otherwise. That's why it was so late in the day. Super duper late. Remember, Chris said on the day, I think it was the night before maybe, his dad comes with his cap in his hand, right? And it was before that, on the Thursday or on the Wednesday or something, Chris Senior said, I'll never be there. And Turkey, listen, Ring Magazine didn't put it out for nothing. I know for a fact. I did a video on it. If I could be asked to find it, I'd show you right now. Ring Magazine put it out. Chris Senior was paid to be here. That's Turkey's outfit. Why would they be lying for? Right. That don't make no sense. And I think Turkey did it. I don't know why he did it, but my guess would be he wanted to low-key expose Senior, and or he wanted the flowers himself. People were saying, oh, it was wicked Chris Senior was there. Turkey probably thinking, well, it was because of me type one. Anyway, let's finish the rest of this clip.
Gorgon. That's why I am trusted. That's why I am loved. Why? Because I am true.
Nigel Benn told us you got $250,000 to turn up for the fight.
I wouldn't say that he is. I would have to say he's mistaken. If someone told him that, then they're lying to him. Now,
What were you offered?
what was I offered? Okay, let me see. Nothing, because, and the reason I was offered nothing is because you can't bring me into that conversation, because I will crush you intellectually. Spiritually, I will crush you. You don't, I'm not, there's a word called harlot. I'm not this. You can't speak to me about things like this. But you can't, hold on. I cannot be brought.
Put it to you.
He's saying he's not a brass, essentially. I don't know, man. Yeah, a lot of man would do a lot of for 250 large. Yeah. Don't Senior owe some taxes as well, man. Listen, bro. Just tell the truth. Listen, man. I was in a bind, man. Remember that moody little tractor he had, or whatever? It was some big wheel tractor. They ain't cheap, man. I've been in a bind. I've been owing taxes from '99, man. You best believe it. I got bills to pay. He should have just come out and told the truth, because he looking like a deceiver of the masses. That's how it's looking to me right now. I've said this before, but a lot of these biblical, man, anyone who comes to me, yeah, and they trying to make out this super duper biblical or religious like that, a lot of them aren't like this. They're the most pagan, is the truth. In fact, I got a funny, did I save it or did I not save it? I got a funny ass meme, man. Really funny. I bet I didn't like it on Instagram. I have to bring it up another day, but you get the point. Yeah, it's some geezer talking about, oh man, I need to find it right now. That's what I need to do. You need to witness it, man. It's hilarious. I wonder if I've saved it. I bet I haven't. I always do that though. You know, I always mean to like things on Instagram that I like, but I never really do it like that. What else we got on here? No, it's not going to be on here, is it? Alright, let's have a look. Your activity likes. Come on, man, put me on. Put me on. No. That's not any of them. I bet I haven't saved it like a proper weapon. Oh, of course I haven't saved it, man. That's bearing. I'll never find it again. I'm an idiot. What a proper jobber. No, it's gone, folks, I'm afraid. It is well and truly gone. That's very annoying. Is that it there? No, that's not it there. Oh, I need to watch this. Sorry, this ain't even on the topic yet, but we're here now. Since we're here, we've got to watch this one here. Watch this one here, man. Watch this one here. It's the most diabolical. We're not on the topic here, but trust me, since we've got to this point, we've got to watch this one. It's wild. Watch this one. So some chick goes to an a car cleaners essentially, and it kicks off from there. Listen to this one.
Clown right here. First of all, I've got a car of oil change. It cost me damn near $80. I had a free car wash ticket. All I wanted them to do was to get onto my free car wash and clean the inside. How the inside cost me fucking $54? That means the car wash is not fucking free. Then this bald-headed motherfucker gonna tell me I'm broke because I want my money back. You bald-headed, broke-ass, old-looking, shriveled-up motherfucker. Look, this is the, excuse me, sir, because I don't want you to be on here. This is the fucking car wash at 1111 motherfucking Spring Garden. Don't come the fuck here, because they're not honoring wash. Free means free. Get my fucking money. I called the police and I'm waiting fucking patiently. Wait, he called me broke. That's what fucked me up. I had to go in my pocketbook on this fucking Snoopy looking dude motherfucker. Broke my ass. Get my fucking money. If I call Donald Trump, he gonna clear this motherfucker out. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. They look like they here illegally. Bitch, and you wanna talk shit? Wait till I get home. Washington, D.C., bitch. Gonna hear from me. Yeah, that fucking part. Fucking clown right here.
Oh man, I don't know. Those are as good as gets. Those are as good as bars. My cheeks are hurting, man. Those are as good as bars get, man. What did you? I want to listen to the start bit again.
First of all, I've got a car of oil change. It cost me damn near $80. I had a free car wash ticket. All I wanted them to do was to get onto my free car wash and clean the inside. How the inside cost me fucking $54? That means the car wash is not fucking free. Then this bald-headed motherfucker gonna tell me I'm broke because I want my money back. You bald-headed, broke-ass, old-looking, shriveled-up motherfucker. Look, this is the... Excuse me, sir, because I don't want you to be on here.
Oh my... Oh my god, I can't do this no more, man. I do listen, IG's waste of time, yeah, but when you bump into the classics, you can't, it's undeniable. Like, I haven't laughed that hard. You can watch a comedy special on HBO, right? It's not, listen, most of the stuff on IG is pure slop, right? It's no good. But then probably one in 100. It's quite frequent. I'd say 1 in 100 I'm laughing my head off. I can watch a comedy special and I won't laugh my head off. These ones here, though, I don't know how they're able to do it. It's just because of the masses, I guess. When you've got a billion people posting, some of it's going to be 10 out of 10, right? But yeah, it's good. I'm trying to find where now. Please tell me I saved. Oh, this is it. I think. I did save it. Oh, I did save it. I did save it, I think.
Perfect or something? How the fuck you gonna save it?
Oh, this is it. This is it. I found it. I knew I would have saved it. I knew it. So we were talking about religious man, right? So since we're on that, because we were talking about Senior, he talks about the gospel and whatever else, all that claptrap, essentially. Yeah, and he's taking coins and lying about it to the masses. Come on now, watch this video here.
Is you perfect or something? How the fuck you gonna save me? Yeah, the preacher. Oh, when you go up against them motherfuckers, oh son, let me put my hands on you and pray for you. What about you, you no good motherfucker? Taking these people money like that motherfucker with my grandmama passed. This motherfucker, my grandmama helped him build her and everybody else in the congregation, helped him build a whole fucking wing on his church. Then she died. He talking about, well, I don't know if we can have a funeral here. I said, if you don't have that motherfucker here, you won't have another one, because I'm going to burn this bitch down. I told him right to his face. He said, son, what you say? I said, I'm going to burn this bitch down if you don't have my grandmother's funeral in this bitch, after she done gave you all my grandfather's money for all these fucking 50 years she been coming here, and you telling me she ain't having her funeral here? Won't be near enough one in this motherfucker, because I'm going to burn this bitch down. And I got gas in the car, because I know you's an ignorant motherfucker. Oh, no, we ain't going to do all that. We'll have it here. And my father and my auntie just sat there like, you do it. That funeral was that Saturday. What the fuck you mean you ain't going to preach her funeral? And she been coming up here with this ignorant ass shit for 50 years, giving you all my grandfather's money. While he waited out in the car because he knew you was full of shit. But he loved his wife, so he brought her and gave her the money to get your bitch ass. And now you talking about you ain't gonna give her funeral here? I said, man, I'll burn this bitch down in the daytime. I told that motherfucker, I said, I'll burn that bitch down in the daytime. I told him that motherfucker preached the shit out that funeral. That nigga was, she was a good one. I can get it everywhere.
So yeah, you get the point, man. And that is my base case, man, honestly. That is my base case. You see too much of it, man. It's used as a veil, right? Listen, be religious, right? But when people are leading with it, it's like leading with, I don't know. If I come on here and say I've got a big massive cock, right? It's the same principle, essentially. People will pick up if you're super religious, right? It doesn't need to be, it's implied. You don't tell someone, I've got a massive cock. They'll find out when you get in the shower at the gym. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to lead with it, man. People work out if you're super duper religious or if you're like the rest of us and just doing what you feel like doing. And then on a Sunday or whatever day you be doing your thing, on a Friday, you know what I mean? Come on. Anyway, that for me in a nutshell is Senior. He says a few posh words or whatever. He has a veil of righteousness, but more time, he's like the moody preacher, in my opinion. And ultimately like the rest of us. Yeah? If the YB gets 250 large, never mind go to his fight. Yeah, I'd step on my son's foot for 250 large. You see that one there? That's what I'll step on his neck for 250 large. 250 large! I'm on his neck for 250 large, man. Never mind coming to a fight. Alright, let's play the rest of this one here. Let's listen to the rest of Bugs Bunny trying to justify.
It will crush you intellectually. Spiritually, I will crush you. You don't, I'm not, there's a word called harlot. I'm not this. You can't speak to me about things like this.
But
You can't, hold on. I cannot be
I've got to
brought.
put it to you, though.
Oh, I don't mind.
It's
I'm
an
very
allegation
happy.
that was made.
I'm very happy that
You wouldn't have turned. You were turning up, but you might not have turned up had you not been offered any dough.
Let me tell you, okay? You've seen me in fights where, I should have quit, but I didn't. Why? Because
It's changing the subject there, right? Because you didn't quit in a fight doesn't mean you wouldn't take 250 large to make sure you're at your son's fight. And the weird thing is, Chris Senior started this interview by saying, I wasn't going to be there. Yeah, I wasn't going to be there. Exactly. So what changed then? Because you were talking about the rules. It's the rules. The rules. The rules. That's what you were saying before. You said, I'm a man of God and I'm a rules, right? And then all of a sudden, the night before, Chris himself said he didn't want to go. I get why Chris didn't want to deep it. But Chris himself said, I'm not sure if he did or not. I don't really want to know. I just want to get past. Do you know that makes sense? I get why Chris Jr. doesn't want to investigate it. Because he wouldn't want to find out. Who wants to find that out, right? But the rest of us, something, the math ain't mathing here for me. That's what it's not doing. And his explanation as well. Well, actually, I was a great fight. No one said you wasn't, no, Chris. We were wondering if you had to get paid to be there. And even that in itself sums up his... Before the fight, he was talking about rules and morals, right? Some money's come into it, and he's hopped at it. And I remember saying at the time, I don't mind people preaching, even though I didn't agree with the whole rules and morals argument that Senior was making. But if he'd have stood in that and said, no, I keep me 250, I'm just so righteous, I salute that. What you can't do is preach and then take the bread. Who can't do that? Makes you look like an idiot. He might as well have just kept quiet and turned up like Nigel Benn did. For no money. In fact, this is worse than what... No, come on. Yeah? You are a brass, by definition. You got paid for a service. Bosh. Busted. And where do you draw the line? When you're getting paid... He alleged. Senior alleged. This is wrong. This is morally wrong. Well, where do you draw the line? What happens next time? What happens if Turkey says, hey, man, I want some of them old cheeks as well? What would you say? Well, do you see what one there? That's what happens when you start brassing yourself out for the bread. Yeah? Where do you draw the line? He claimed, not me, he claimed it was a moral righteousness argument. That's what Senior said. So why you take the bread for? Why you take the 3 pieces of silver? That's the question he has to ponder. But I think a lot of these type of egotistical man, they don't really have no reflection like that. They just believe, they're so conceited, they believe people just should, what's the word? It's a blessing for others to breathe the air that came out of their breath. You see that one there? That's what they think. So he ain't gonna do no reflection. He's so deluded, he probably think he didn't even take the money. You see that one there as well? He probably really believes, he's told himself, You heard him talking. He's probably wrote so many poems and sung them back to himself. He probably actually believed, I reckon Chris Senior would pass a lie detector. He really don't think he took the money. But he took the money, man. He took the money.
Core, the consciousness of the spirit, it wouldn't allow me to quit. It wouldn't allow me to.
So inside the popcorn headline of economics, you were very, very robust against the principle of the fight. So let's put aside the argument about economics, about where you are paid or not, right, and move into the consciousness of the fight itself. You were against the entire principle of it. You talked about legalised murder. You talked about your son being boiled down to a weight class, which, by the way, he's fought at since 2018, when he last fought at super middleweight against George Groves. So there was nonsense in that.
Don't say nonsense. You don't know what you're talking. I'll tell you why you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know boxing.
If he fights a middleweight since 2018, and at the time people said he was too small to fight against George Groves at super middleweight. So he fights at a weight class for 7 years. The only boiled down argument you had, Chris, was when they wanted him at 157. That's your boiled down argument.
I cannot argue with you. You do not know what you're talking about because you do not know boxing.
So he can't fight 160.
I speak from the inside out. You are speaking from the out.
Yeah, so it's more of this. You've never boxed before, so you don't know. I think where Simon Jordan was going was, since you were so principled against the fight, why were you there for? Senior would claim, well, I had to be there for my son. But you could have done that. You could have just sucked it up and not made it about you and said, you know what, privately, hey, Chris, I think it's really dangerous, mate, but it's your life. Right, I've already lost your brother. I'm really worried about you. Between me and you. And then publicly said nothing even. No one's even asking you to hop on the Glaze train and hop on the marketing train. You didn't. You went in there saying, I would never be there, whoop-de-whoop. And then Turkey come with a checkbook, all of a sudden, you're jucking and jiving, strutting around the place. And I think where Simon was going, I think that is where Simon was going with his question, and he was going to build into, forget the money. What happened to your moody principles that he was banging on about? Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Check out my leaked Patreon video, man. Look at this one here. Look at this one here, man. Kanye West, man. Oh, he down bad. With the top Kabbalah right here, man. Oh, he's down bad. Look at his top Kabbalah right here, man. Oh my God. Cap in hand, Sambo, Tom looking ass, man. Look at this summer camp. What's the other word? Cub Scout. Look at this Cub Scout here. If you want to see my reaction to this video, you click this button right here and get plugged in. I'm out of here. Johnny. Bosh.